Hey you guys, what's happening? Engineer Pat 529 coming to you with a delayed video. It's the August Q&A responses. I apologize that this is about a month or so behind. I've been really busy with work and also tending to some family needs. I'm finally able to get back in the studio a little bit to catch up on some projects, which has been a majority of this month of trying to get model railroad stuff caught up, as well as some of the other odds and ends. We're going to get right to the responses from August, or the questions from August, and we're going to get right to it. Excuse me. Um, Trayman 1993 kicks it off. Good to see you, Matt. Do you like mozzarella sticks? Oh, do I love them when they come out of the hot oil. They're good, especially with mozzarella sauce. The U18B or the 44-ton switcher. 44-ton switcher because they're pretty cool and they're not talked about often. What do you like on your hamburgers? Cheese, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise. I've also done pimento cheese on a hamburger, which is really good as well. So they're my favorite toppings. The B36-7 or the Alco S2. Alco S2 because there's not a lot of people that talk a lot about Alco anymore. Melier or Giant Eagle grocery stores. I actually don't have those in my area. I have Food Lion, speaking of that, Food Lion, Walmart, which is Wally World, Kroger, Harris Teeter, we have Aldi, and we also have Lidl a little bit. So they're the six grocery chains that we have that are pretty dominant where I live. The Pittsburgh and Lake Erie or the Montana Rail Link. Montana Rail Link because they're all EMD. Besides liking Dave Hood from Real Wheels, like There Goes the Train, do you like Tim Allen from Home Improvement? Yes! I am a Tim Allen fan. I love Tim Allen. Oh yeah. More power, that's his motto. I love Tim the Tool Man Taylor. I love Home Improvement. And of course, everybody likes Richard Karn, who played Al. Everybody likes Al. That was a really good series from the 90s. That's a really good series for the ones of you who have not watched it. It is signature. It's signature. And he also did Last Man Standing, which premiered for many years. Pentrex or Green Frog Productions, both of them are really good. I've watched productions from both. Um, Favorite thrift store? I'm not really into thrift stores, but they are unique in general because you can find just about anything in there. You excited about Christmas in December? Oh yes, my favorite holiday of the year. EMD F40PH or the SDP40Fs? Oh, the F40PH for the win. Favorite railroad station now? Are you talking like in a specific area? If it was me, the Suffolk Seaboard Station where I live. It's a local museum that's open to the public, and I volunteered there when I was young. Uh, so I love seeing that station that is being um, restored, actually still in operation as a museum to attract local visitors and even people from around the country, really. So yeah, uh, thank you, Matt, for these great questions, guys. These questions are awesome. Uh, Midmont Pittsburgh Rail fan, good to see you, sir. Ace or the 60M? Depending on what model of 60M you're talking about, the Triclops or the traditional. I love the Ace, but I love the Triclops version of the 60M. 45-2 or the 40-2, 40-2. The C40-8W or the B40-8W, I liked both in the ATSF paint. Do you like In-N-Out Burger? I don't have those in my way. We do have one Whataburger that's here. We've got Five Guys, speaking of burgers. Highway 55, which is a little 50s diner chain. That's pretty good. But they're kind of spread out. Then pretty much all your regular stuff. But Five Guys is not bad. Whataburger, I've never had them. But I hear they're pretty good. Do you like pizza rolls? Totino's Pizza Rolls. Yes. I could eat those for days. The model train room comes, and Midmont, thank you for your questions. The model train room comes back. Great to see you back, man. Have you seen any Dash 9s from CSX lately in YN2? Caught one this past week here in the Midwest. No, but I do know for a fact they have been making their returns to the rails again. So it's only one of only a handful that were built for CSX. They're basically pre-production Dash 9s on a Dash 8 car body. They're just called C40-9Ws. But technically they're built to Dash 8 specs, but they're built on a Dash 8 car body. But they call them the Dash 9Ws. They're the 9000 series. But definitely a unique locomotive for sure. Great question. Stephen KC comes back. It's great to see you, Steve. Favorite convenience stores, Wawa and 7-Eleven. Wawa for their sandwiches, 7-Eleven for the Slurpees. Thoughts on the new UP scheme with the big shield logo on the front? I've had mixed feelings about that. Basically what Union Pacific did, they took both schemes, the older scheme from like the 70s and 80s, and combined it with the flag scheme and put them together. That's all they did. They put the two schemes together. I'm not a fan with the shield on the front. It looks better with the wings. I love the wings. The wings add more detail in the paint job. The SC44 or the F59PH? Oh, F59PH for the win. Thoughts on the Gresley A4 steam locomotives in the UK? I love those steam engines. I have always been a fan of British Rail. I don't know why, but I've loved British Rail because British Rail is really cool to look at. NS 1065 or the 1067? 1067 because I'm more familiar with the Reading Railroad. Lay's, chips, or Doritos? Gotta go Doritos here. Favorite thing about model train shows? This is a good question. I've never been asked this before. One of my favorite things about train shows is you get to see different vendors, you see different layouts, and plus you may bump into a few of your friends. I mean, I've done that about 1,000,000 times. But train shows are fun. Train shows are fun. You can buy some things, and plus you might be able to help somebody out. And I have helped out, people in the train store, and I'm not even an associate. And I've been able to help them out by something, from experience. And, going into the train store is like going into the barber shop and getting a haircut. You're always talking about something. And plus somebody may have a problem, and somebody may be looking around overhearing it, and you might be able to help them. So, really good opportunity to go to a train show, guys. If you've not had the chance, you better do it because it's fun. Or even your local train store, or even a hobby shop. So, really good question. How would you feel if CP and Fairbanks bought Tier 4s from GE? That would be sweet. Lemonade or fruit punch? Well, it depends on the day. I've drank more lemonade recently. I love lemonade. Especially with a nice hot pretzel from Aunt Annie's. Amtrak 160 or Amtrak 145? Gotta go with the 160 here because that's one they nailed. 145, I wish they'd gone with the Phase 3 as the Genesis wore, not the scheme the F40PH wore on the Genesis. It just doesn't look right. Thoughts on the Bachmann steam locomotives? I've heard some pretty good things about Bachmann steam locomotives. They've really re-engineered a bunch of stuff on their steam locomotives. They've really gone back to the drawing board and completely redesigned a bunch of their stuff, which I applaud Bachmann for. Oh, here's a good one. Arby's or Hardee's? Arby's for their roast beef sandwiches. For Hardee's, their bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, and their hot ham and cheese sandwich, and their sweet tea. Now, between Little Caesars and Domino's, no question. Domino's for the win. Now, between Papa John's and Pizza Hut, I gotta go both here. For Pizza Hut, it's their thin crust and their supreme pizza. For Papa John's, it's their original crust, but their pepperoni pizza's to die for. SD40T-2 or the SD70. SD40T-2 because it's unique. Capri Sun or Kool-Aid. Oh yeah, Capri Sun. I love Capri Suns. Now, what scheme should Bachmann do on their next 38-2s and GB40s? I would love to see CSXY2 on the 38s. Now, for the GB40s, I would really love to see New York Central and Jeep 40s, or even an NJ Transit GB40 PH-2. I would love for them to do that. And a GP39-2 in Mark's scheme. You think Walters Mainline or Proto should do P42s or P42s? I would love to see Walters do a period. Cato does a good rendition. Atherton has done a good rendition. I had the Atherton rendition, which is pretty nice, and I've actually got that out running a little bit, and that's in phase 3. Thoughts on the City Wheels ES44 ACs going to CN? I'm glad CN got a hold of those. Pastas or burritos? I like both, but I prefer burritos. Burritos are good. How would you feel if virtual rail if it added a rail cam in Suffolk? Well, it would be nice, but the train traffic is not as constant as some of the other areas are, like La Plata, Kansas City, Ashland, and some of the other cans that it covers. But I wouldn't mind seeing one in general. And are you ready for the fall season? Oh yeah, to get away from the hot summer temperatures. Steve, thank you very much for your questions. And the Mom and Sons Trail Trains Rail fan wraps up August's question. She says, thanks for the wheels and truck help. We appreciate you. Glad you liked the mountain. It really did come out good. Definitely would do it again. Thank you for the nice comment. I do appreciate that. Uh, Guys, it's with that we conclude um, August's Q&A prompt here. I apologize that this video is late. I have been very busy with work, and plus I've had some personal circumstances I've had to take care of, and I've barely had any time in the studio. So I will be getting videos back out. It's just going to be a little bit of extra time for me to get some things sorted and everything. So couple of quick announcements. The next Q&A will begin on October the 1st, which is not too far from here. And that will run until December the 29th. We're actually going to do these quarterly now to give you more time to ask questions in a much longer period of time. I will be checking those periodically to see what's coming in. And if I do have a question about something, I'll remember to leave a comment there to ask, please verify this, or hey, I don't understand your question. Can you explain it a little bit more? But that's what that's going to come up to be here real soon. I do have a couple of other announcements, but I will go ahead and save those for an announcement video that I've got ready to come out. So anyway, guys, that about wraps it up for this video. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Just remember, smash the like button, drop a comment down below, hit that subscribe button, and tap the bell for all the latest notifications, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.